I'm here with your new moon and Scorpio reading. It went exact today at 8:26 a.m. EST. New moons are about new beginnings and manifesting. Okay. Um, Scorpios, the Scorpio traits are mystery, strategic, um, persistent, passionate. They have a magnetic presence, um, and they are unyielding. They have unyielding determination. Putting all that together, um, this new moon in Scorpio is going to challenge us to confront our deepest desires. Um, it will shine a light on our hidden truths and those that we prefer to hide from others and or ourselves. Those may rise to the surface. Okay. Um, you may also experience a strong urge to explore your own psyche and reveal hidden truths. This is an excellent time to focus on shadow work. Um, this energy allows you to take a stance of neutral curiosity so you can objectively take stock of what's no longer working for you. Okay? So let's do the new moon in Scorpio tarot spread for the collective. Okay, for November 1st, 2024. The first card is, what rebirth would the collective like to see this new moon? What rebirth would the collective like to see this new moon? Ooh. Best way to reconnect. Best way for the collective to reconnect with their passions. In what ways has the collective been self-sabotaging? Okay. How can the collective be their own best cheerleader? And the outcome of this new moon for the collective. Two cards. We spoke about intense passion for the Scorpios, and all these wands came out. All these wands came out. Fire energy. Fire signs might be significant. Might be in your big three, sun, moon, rising. You or whatever person you're dealing with, or somewhere within your birth chart. Yep. Air signs are also significant. Okay. Mm. Mm. But what did we talk about? New moons are about manifestations. Bottom of the deck, the overall theme is the wand of manifestation, the ace of wands, a passionate new beginning. Okay? Taking that wand and making things happen. Having that passion and that drive and that ambition to manifest. Okay? The first card is, what rebirth would you like to see this new moon? You got the Four of Wands. Okay? But it's undecided. Four of Wands talks about happily ever after, being in alignment. Okay? Fours talks about divine protection, divine guidance, divine timing. Okay? Um, this is the happy family card, the happy relationship card, the ideal outcome, the happily ever after, right? It's undecided though. So there's something here about rebirthing an indecision regarding an ideal outcome. And the indecision being that either there's no action here, or the energy is like stagnant pending a decision. Okay? Or it could be that someone else is supposed to decide on this. So take that how that resonates. The second card is best way to reconnect with your passions. You got the Nine of Wands. Okay? Nine of Wands talks about being cautious. Okay? Peering through the fence. I'm getting that visual of the guy from Home Improvement where like he peers over the fence and like just to see like what action he might be missing out on, but like having all these wands there as it is, like having all these things to do already. um Nine talks about a release. So there's something here about releasing impulsivity. Okay? Taking a step back and sidelining yourself. Okay? Trying to figure out what it is that you love, what it is that you want to manifest, what it is that you want to make happen, and either releasing something in the process or releasing the need to act on something so quickly, and just being actually cautious, um, weighing the pros and cons. Okay? um, Taking a step back to assess the situation. Okay? The third card is, in what ways have you been self-sabotaging? You got Temperance side to side. This is something here about your heart and mind are indecisive. They're not in sync right now. So there's something here about balancing the logic and what and the emotions regarding this ideal outcome, what it is that you're trying to manifest. Remember, it could be a person, place, or a thing that you're trying to manifest, okay? But kind of like taking your time. Again, this is the second card that's clarifying this, about taking a step back, about pausing, about taking your time, okay? About weighing, not being too much in the logic, not being too much in the emotional, but taking both of those aspects and balancing out a decision, um, with both your heart, and mind. Okay, this could be a situation where somebody like feels with their mind, or like feels with like, or vice versa. I hope I'm making some type of sense, where someone, like, instead of feeling the situation, they go into it logically, instead of like, okay, how would I feel, or how would this person feel? Um, or just having this impulse, oh my God, I really want this, so I'm gonna just like put all my eggs in this basket, instead of logically thinking about the pros and cons. Okay? Jumping into things, you know, feet first, because you feel happy or mad or sad or whatever the case may be, or whatever emotion you may be feeling at the time, and just jumping in there with whatever emotion, like emotionally based decisions or too logically based decisions, and just finding that right balance of what is not going to leave you conflicted. Okay? Because there's something here about, also about, there's something here that needs to be healed, and you're in like that halfway point where there's something here that needs to be healed emotionally or logically, or maybe even both, to come together in sync. And this has to do with an internal. And the reason why I say that is because the fourth card is, how can you be your own best cheerleader? And you got the Five of Wands, undecided. But I feel in this aspect, it's more of like conflict within yourselves, meaning your ego, your shadow, your inner child, your higher self. You're conflicted and you're undecided about even this conflict. Like, there's something here that you're not seeing emotionally, you're not seeing logically, that comes out of conflict. Um, this could even be projected into the outside, where like there's undecided conflict on the outside regarding people, places, situations. Um, and people kind of not cooperating or not collaborating, instead like fighting each other, or like there's no sense of there's like undecided unity. Okay. um where people, instead of working cohesively as one unit, people are working independently, trying to do their own things independently. This is where the conflict comes in. Okay. The fifth card is the outcome of this new moon. You got the Three of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. This is you, okay, taking those actions, okay, taking a step back and then just waiting to receive, and being content with where you are in the present moment. Okay. Taking one little step towards your manifestation, waiting on a sign, waiting for something to pop off, instead of like trying to control the situation. Okay. You're just like, you just, made a little action, took a little step. Now you're waiting for your ships to come in, but then being grateful for where you are at the present moment, being grateful for what you've accomplished, being grateful for what you've received or obtained, or what you're doing now, or what you're working towards. Okay, this is someone who, is abundant, is lavish. This is pre-empress energy. Okay, 3 and 9 is 12. That talks about a relationship, or separately, it's a lesson having to do with something that is being released. And I think that thing that's being released is this worry or fear about the future. Because you're sitting here waiting for your ships to come in, but at the same time being grateful that you are here where you are right now. And just being in that thankful, grateful energy is what's going to bring in this manifestation. Manifest, it says, tell the universe exactly what you want. Tell the universe, even if it's you sending out the message to the universe, I want this. I want this outcome. And then believing in it and waiting for that to come to pass. Or if you have a hunch to act on something, take that small step, but then don't try to control the outcome of the situation, or have an ideal situation in mind. Like, it's going to play out how it needs to play out. Okay. Intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. Yeah. Using your intuition to weigh the pros and the cons. Okay. Using your intuition to gather some spiritual intel or intuitive intel on the situation, either by asking for a sign or waiting for a sign, whether by dreams, whether by numbers, however you and the universe commune to give you that sign, and standing firm on this. Okay. There's something here about this, having all this like creativity, having all this like ideas, having all these things that you want to accomplish them right now. And what the Nine of Pentacles is like, realizing like, I prayed for the things that I have now and it took this long, and now I'm planting these seeds. They've grown. Where else can I go from here? What else can I manifest? And knowing that as the amount of time that it took for you to get to where you are is going to be more or less the same amount of time that's going to take you to get to where you need to be, or where you're trying to accomplish to be, or where you're supposed to be. Okay. I feel like with that 12, this could be even a relationship within yourself, where you're wanting to control outcomes like this and make things happen like this. But Pentacles, ending it with the Pentacles. Pentacles talks about time, energy, resources, and the time that it takes to plant seeds. It takes a season for you to see certain, to yield certain crops. And um and that's what that Scorpio energy is about, that we talked about in the beginning, unyielding determination. Be unyielding in your determination for your time, energy, and resources, and what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to obtain, and be persistent with what it is, like persistent and continuously putting in the effort, continuously putting in the time, the energy, the resources, and kind of more or less like not rushing the process. Like you picked up the wand, you're Harry Potter, like it you got to give it time because you're still learning. You're still learning whatever craft this is. You're still learning whatever person this is. You're still maybe even learning the relationship, like I said, the relationship within yourself. Um, it's going to take time, okay? Um, I see Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, um, Scorpio here, obviously, Sag. So that's why I saw all this fire energy here. Um, Air signs again, like I stated, and because of the all these wands, fire, fire signs. Guys, I hope someone was able to obtain some type of clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm available for personal readings, parties, and events. All my information is within the description box. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Take care.